Hey, howdy, hey, neighbors. It's super late. I saw Toy Story 4 earlier today, but I've just been doing a bunch of errands and just catching up on stuff because I'm constantly working and spending time, with my partner and everything. So today we saw Toy Story 4. Now, I don't know if this is Disney marketing failing or doing its job, because I'm just going to say it right now. The marketing for this movie has just been awful. Like, I don't understand. First Aladdin and now this. It's totally bizarre because the trailers have just been awful. Like, just completely and totally awful. And so it's kind of it lowered my expectations, which I think that might be their goal. It's they're putting out horrible trailers and lowering our expectations for it, and then when we go see the movie, we're surprised. So, Disney, what you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, whatever it is, it kind of worked. I liked some stuff. I didn't like other stuff. So it's a mixed bag. I think I might have to see this movie again to fully grasp my feelings for it. But this is what's in my mind right now, and I'm going to share it with you. So, first things first. Back in the day when Pixar was created, they came out with a film called Toy Story, and it revolutionized animation forever. Now, Pixar from the very beginning said that they were never going to be a sequel studio. Everything was going to be fresh, everything was going to be original, and there would never be any sequels. Well, Toy Story 1 became Toy Story 2, then Toy Story 2 became 3, then 3 became 4, then there's The Incredibles, then there was The Incredibles 2, and then there was Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and then Cars 1, 2, 3, Monsters Inc., Monsters University. You get my drift. Money talks, guys. Money talks. They weren't planning on being a sequel studio, but Toy Story made a buttload of money, and they had more ideas, so they went with it. And Toy Story just has become like this beacon for my generation. Now, it's been how long? 1995 when the first one came out. I was 5 years old when Toy Story came out, and I remember going to the theater and seeing it and just being utterly amazed. Now, going to see Toy Story 4, first off, just how amazing the animation has grown. I cannot believe it was all animated. Like, I'm still finding it really hard to believe that it was all animated because, first of all, the opening scene with the rain and the lighting, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, it looked real. Like, all their faces were just so detailed. And can I talk about the antique store? Now, the antique store had a ton of like signs, chandeliers. It had a bunch of dolls and just like stuff out about. And then the one thing that blew my mind was the attention to detail in the dust in the antique store. Like, they were going through like these corridors and like behind like the shelves and just the dust bunnies and the dust. It looked so real. I couldn't believe that I was watching an animated film. It just looked too real. It looked too real. So, animation, stunning. I thought Finding Nemo was incredible. No, this Toy Story 4 is definitely the most beautiful Pixar film. I will just say that. It's the most beautiful looking Pixar film. Now, we're on the fourth installment. They were saying back in 2010 that Toy Story 3 was going to be the last one. Nope, of course Toy Story 3 made well over $1 billion. So they were like, let's make another one. So, okay. So it's pretty much the standard Toy Story film. Woody feels left out. his new owner creates a new toy. Uh, he Bonnie likes the other toy more. But then, I mean, Woody has grown in a way that he's more understanding how a kid works, that they grow up and they play with other toys and stuff. But at the same time, Woody was just so like, oh my god. So Forky is the new character. I thought I was gonna hate him. I actually loved him. He actually gave me more the laughs than any other character. It was just so simple. It was such a simple joke. I'm gonna try and not spoil anything because I know a lot of people still have yet to see it. So he just had one joke throughout the entire film, and it was just funny. And I think it fit his character very, very well, and it was hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical. But yeah, no, Woody, I don't know. I've never been a Woody fan. He's too chaotic. He's so to the books. And it's like there's a part in it where Forky doesn't want to be a toy. He doesn't want to be a toy. And at this point, you would think that Woody would be like, okay, all right, I'm actually going to listen to you, and I'm going to let you do your thing. No, because he's so stuck up Bonnie's ass, and he's so to the code, he doesn't care about his feelings, and just tries to make him be in Bonnie's life and wants him. It was just too weird. I was like, Woody, calm down. And then sadly, Buzz Lightyear, it's the Woody and Buzz show. This film is solely dedicated to Woody and Bo Peep. Buzz is like barely in it, and they kind of bring back the original Buzz, like from the first one, how he believed he was the space ranger. And now there is a funny joke in there about why he does what he does in Toy Story 4, but it brings him back to his original character in Toy Story 1, where he believed he was an actual space ranger and he wasn't a toy and everything, and he kind of was brought back to it, and then kind of backlash. I was just like, wait a minute, so the second and third film didn't exist? Like, come on, like, you've grown up. Like, my hair's a freaking mess, I'm sorry. Like, you've grown up from this. Why are you going back to your root? It was very, very weird. Very, very, very weird. And then Bo Peep. I loved Bo Peep. I'm gonna be quite honest. I honestly thought that Bo Peep was going to be like the villain, but she wasn't. She was like kind of badass. Like her and her sheep were pretty badass. So I liked Bo Peep. I loved Bo Peep. I thought she was a lot of fun. To be quite honest, it really was just your standard Toy Story film. The ending, everyone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry. I cried once, but it wasn't because of the ending or whatever. It was like, I can't spoil it, but there's something happens at the end where the group of toys come together, and it was like, and it brought me back to that feeling of watching Toy Story 1. It was just like, oh my god, all these toys love each other. They have a purpose in life, and they're all friends and they're family, and it tugged on my heartstrings. But that was like the only time I cried, and it wasn't like a hardcore cry. It was just simple, just like a couple tears running down my face. So, I mean, Pixar nowadays, I feel like it's their goal to get you to cry, but that's not how a film should be. Like, you shouldn't have to make me cry. You have to build up the film, and you have to have some sort of emotional context for it. You can't just say like, oh, like Up, like Up. Up, I feel, was like the start of the crying phase. Where it's like, oh, Pixar has to make you cry. It's not a good film if it makes you cry. No, that's not how it works. This one was just like a nice like, I guess a cry of relief. Because I was happy at the end, if that makes any sense. But Toy Story 4, it was a hit or miss. Like, a lot of it, I feel like a lot of like Toy Story, like the scope of it was really small because it was pretty much all in the antique store, which was like it was compound in there. So I just wish it was. I wish the scope was a little bit bigger. I mean, they did go to the carnival, like some stuff, but like when they went to the carnival, it was either on top of a tent or below the merry-go-round. So you didn't really get like a full, you know, you didn't get like a full view of of their surroundings. It was just the antique store and a little bit of the carnival. So that was kind of I wish they went to more places, but maybe they'll do a Toy Story 5. I'm sure they will. This movie will make a crap ton of money, but regardless, I'm trying to think of just trying to think of what else. It was so wonderful hearing "You Got a Friend in Me." Like every time you hear that song, you just memories and nostalgia. So yeah, I don't know. I think I had to see it again, and now that I've seen it, I can like look further into the message. But because this screening, there was kids everywhere. There was a baby next to me. He kept crying occasionally. There was a girl behind me that kept like talking to her parents, and it was just, I need to go to like a really, 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 really late screening or a very, very early screening so I can like fully understand it. But I will say that Toy Story 4 was better than Toy Story 3. A lot of people give me crap about not liking Toy Story 3, but I have my reasons, and I've said them before. But I don't know. It just the ending really irritated me. The incinerator part, like, come on, do you honestly think that they were gonna burn in the incinerator? Okay, anyway, I'm going above this about Toy Story 4, but yeah, it's half and half for me. It really is. I understand, like, there's so many toys, and like in like the new toys, like, Duke Kaboom, Keanu Reeves, he's amazing. Like, I'm so glad he's getting work and stuff. So he was amazing as Duke Kaboom. Didn't really have a big, like, he didn't have a lot of scenes, but the scenes that he were in were really, really great. Keanu Reeves did a very, very good job. And then Duck and Bunny by it was just they were hysterical. And then of course Forky, and then Giggles, whatever her name, Giggles McDimples, that was it. She was cute. She was like a cop, and she was Bo Peep's like little henchman. And who were the other ones? I'm honestly trying to think. God, that's why I need to see it again. I need to know the characters. I need to, yeah, but I liked the new characters. I really, really did. I loved the new characters. And, I know the writers try to get the old toys as a lot of screen time as possible, but it's way too hard. I mean, you need to stick with the original, Buzz, Woody, Jesse, all that. But yeah, it's a hit or miss. I'm literally right in the middle. I'm 50-50. Like, I was expecting to cry my eyes out and have a satisfying ending. I mean, I enjoyed the ending. I did, but I just wish they could wrap it up, because this one, of course, they left it up. They ended it where they could go on. But it's just like, how many rescue stories can you tell? And how many times can you see Woody screaming and hollering and frantically searching for a toy? Like, I think enough's enough, and I think hopefully this one is the last one. Yeah, I really hope it does. But that's my review of Toy Story 4. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Toy Story 4. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you in the middle like me? Let me know so we can talk about it. And I hope to see it again soon. I really want to do a marathon. I really want to watch 1, 2, 3. But it's going to be so weird watching Toy Story 1 and then going to the theater and watching Toy Story 4. Just everything about the animation of Toy Story 4 is just so spectacular. It's crazy that it's an animated film. How advanced technology is. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. All right, I'm going to bed, y'all. Have a good night, and I will see y'all later for my next trailer reaction and or movie review. All right, bye.